Hi everybody, I thought it would be nice and cozy to do today's video update in front of the fireplace now that the Christmas season is almost upon us, very close. I usually don't really start doing Christmas stuff until December 1st, but that's because I am a medievalist at heart, and as we learned with Going in the Green Knight, in the olden days, Christmas didn't start until December 25th, and then went all the way through Epiphany, which is around maybe January 5th or somewhere like that. So the 12 days of Christmas actually began on Christmas and then went through New Year's and beyond. Lots of feasting and celebration. So I think that, unfortunately, the demands of capitalism and buying gifts for everybody have forced us to move these things earlier and earlier. But this is a rant that you did not ask for. More importantly, this is the week that you are finishing up reading your Shakespeare plays. I get the impression that some of you are not so much finishing up as starting, but that's okay as long as it gets done by tomorrow. So you have already picked your play. Your choices were Henry V, Much Ado About Nothing, and The Tempest, all of which I love and think are great. I hope that you're enjoying whatever you picked. And I am so sorry that I wasn't able to do the quizzes last week and about that glitch, but basically what it ended up resulting in is that your assignment just became finish reading and watching your play by Tuesday the 29th, which coincidentally is my husband's birthday. So if you have questions about any of the reading that you've been doing, I know it's hard because I'm not physically there to talk to you. So please reach out to me at any time. If you have read something that's confusing and you're like, well, why did Caliban do that? Or I don't understand why Don John is motivated to blah, 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 blah. You know, anything that you need to discuss, like, feel free to reach out to me. The quiz that you have, it'll just be the same as the others. It'll be 3 questions long. If you get 2 out of the 3, you get full credit. If you get 3 out of 3, you get extra credit for the day. But you will only take 1 quiz. You will only take the quiz that corresponds to the play that you read. You do not get extra credit for reading multiple plays. So that will be your job tomorrow. I will post all the quizzes in the quizzes channel, and that will actually be the last reading quizzes of the semester period. We are almost done. And a lot of you have already done the other homework, which is to check in with the discussion prompt. And each of the plays has a discussion prompt in the discussion prompts channel that you can answer. Again, just whatever corresponds to which play you did. And thanks to all of you who have already done that. I'm really impressed. And the answers that you've been giving are super in-depth and analytical, and I appreciate it. I'm always a little sad that I don't get to talk about Shakespeare in person with you, but I look forward to seeing what the rest of you have to say about your plays. After tomorrow, I'm going to give everybody a chance to take those quizzes and post about their play. On Wednesday, I'm going to post about the final exam. The final exam is an essay. It is not quote ID. It is not multiple choice. It is not short answer. It's just one big essay, basically a 5-paragraph essay. That's what you're going to be writing. And so I will give you on Wednesday all the details that you need in order to be prepared for that. Unfortunately, due to cheating that I've had in the past, I cannot give you the prompt in advance. But I will give you plenty of time to write it once you get in there. And just like all your other tests, this is an open book, open note exam, which means anything that has been put on the Discord, you can use during the test. In fact, for this prompt, I expect you to use the actual texts. Like, you're going to want to be having Beowulf on hand, Gawain on hand, whatever Shakespeare play, the couple of Canterbury Tales that we looked at. You're going to want those readily accessible. So we will talk about that more on Wednesday. I'll let you know what's coming down the pike for that. But for now, I just need you to work on finishing up the Shakespeare play that you chose. And then at that point, curriculum-wise, you will be done with the term. We just have to then switch to focusing on the play. Now, I know that there is a final exam schedule, and, you know, for a lot of classes, we don't really mess with that because you have all day to take the exam. It's whatever time works best for you. But I think it's just easier if we stick to Tuesdays because that's been our schedule the entire semester. So whatever the school-wide final exam schedule says, don't really pay attention to that for this. Your due date is Tuesday. It will always be Tuesdays. And to be honest, I actually kind of need Wednesday and Thursday to grade everything because grades are due Friday morning. So I can't really push it beyond that. So all that is meant to say, for a few of you this semester, there's been some difficulty taking the tests on time. And you have the option of taking the exam for the other two. You have the option of taking it late. You just get a huge deduction of 10 points, but you can still get those 10 points. That does not apply to this final. So just keep in mind, whenever we talk about the final, you have to take it on time because after Tuesday, the term is done. Our class is over and I can't push it any farther and I can't accept it any later. So if you didn't take that exam on Tuesday, you would just lose 20 points, which I don't really want to happen to anybody. So if you have questions about that, if you think, in advance, kind of looking down the schedule, if you're like, that's going to be really hard for me, then let me know and we can try and work something out. I just can't push it any later than Tuesday. So do you have questions about anything? About Shakespeare? About life in general? About anything at all I can help you with? Just let me know. But I wanted to touch base and say, also, I hope you guys had... Guys, you're not supposed to say guys. I hope you lovely people had... why do I always use it as gender neutral? A fabulous break. And I hope you got some time to yourself and didn't just have to work the whole time. And I will miss you. As far as online classes go, you have been one of the most responsible, delightful, engaging, utterly spectacular groups I've ever had in the history of doing any online classes. So just want you to know how much you're appreciated. And I'm here if you need me. So thank you for watching this. And I'm sending you all the absolute best vibes for your Monday. Bye!